top of the table.
There are 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. In fact, Ashtanga, Asht means 8 and Ang means limbs. So Ashtanga Yoga is 8 limbs of yoga. And the 8 limbs are called Yam, like one by one are called Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. And they are actually in a sequence. So they are kind of, how you should go from one thing to the other. And there are actually 5 yams and 5 niyams. So like there are 8 limbs, and then the first one is yam, and the second is niyam, and the yam has further five of those, and the niyams also are five. So these yams are basically, if I were to generalize all those five ones, they mean they actually are certain kind of social ethics, or kind of just general practices that you should follow while you are living your life. And they are like, about being kind and about being truthful and not doing any stealing and doing everything in moderation, being generous, and then the niyams are also similar, but they are more on they start to get a little more serious, and now we are talking about things like, being content with what you have, and being pure with a pure soul, and not having any vices in the soul, and being very devoted to whatever you are doing, whether it is yoga or whether it is your job or anything else, and self awareness, and sort of being very accepting, and surrendering to the universe as per the bigger plan. So basically these things are more like thought management, I would call it, in very simple terms, as to just general specific guidelines as to how you should live your life in a yogic way, or in a way that might make you happier. So these are the first two. These are pretty theoretical in some ways, if you're not able to actually apply them in your life, and it's pretty tough. I believe all of us do try in our own ways. And then the third one is asan, the one which yoga is known for all over the world. Here, basically, you are just focusing, and but the essence in which it is talked about in the Yoga Sutras about asanas is that it should be sthiram sukham asanam, which means that a posture in which you can be stable and yet comfortable. So even if you're sitting in a padmasan or a sukhasan, you should be stable and you should be comfortable in that position. So whatever asana you do, you have actually ideally you should be doing with that spirit, with that in mind. So that is the essence of asana.